Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Retro Pop Planet. So this video will mark the last one in my recent trip to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So as I mentioned in my Halloween special where I reviewed two movies filmed by George Romero, one of which was at the Monroeville Mall right outside of Pittsburgh, was Dawn of the Dead. Now in that video, I actually mentioned that I did an actual tour of the Living Dead Museum, which is actually right inside the mall. If you're in the mall and you don't live local, you're probably there because you're touring the movie locations, because pretty much the entire movie Dawn of the Dead is filmed in Monroeville Mall. And you can get a ticket for $8 and you can go through the little museum, which has a lot of really cool things from not just the George Romero movies, but if you're a horror fan, there's all kinds of cool stuff in there. Now, not everything is screen used. Some of the things are props that are similar to what we saw on screen. For example, a radio that is era accurate, that looks just like one in the movie, but may not actually be from the movie. They have parts of the burned cabin from Evil Dead 2, which is super cool. Now, before we do the actual tour, I will preface by saying I actually did a voiceover while I was in there. However, there were times when I felt like I could be heard from out front by the staff. It was a little awkward. And also there were times where people were coming in around me. Again, very awkward. And then sometimes the music and the scenes that they were playing from different movies was kind of loud. So I was afraid I might get copyright striked. So I decided to just mute the video and just lace over some music. And it's not a very long tour, so you can just go through it on your own. And if you want, you can pause the video and read some of the different plaques. The sales clerk that was actually working at the front, we had a really great conversation afterwards, and he was giving me lots of cool information, and just from his time at working there, all the different types of folks that he's met, both actors and directors, like Greg Nicotero, who's basically the front runner for the Walking Dead franchise right now, and also Creepshow on Shudder. So if you're a horror nerd, I definitely recommend sticking to the end of the video, and then I'll actually show you what I got at the gift shop. So let's go check out the Living Dead Museum.
Partially devoured by their murderers.
All right, guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. And let's check out what I actually purchased in the front. There are all kinds of different t-shirts. However, he told me that there was some sort of a horror convention locally at the end of the summertime, and it kind of wiped them out on stock. And with some of the supply chain issues that are going on at the moment, plus, I mentioned in my previous video that there are a lot of issues with the property rights to Dawn of the Dead. I believe one of the writers actually owns the movie now, and for whatever reason, he hasn't relinquished any of the licensing rights. The only way you're really gonna find a copy of this movie is probably an old VHS or something like that. You can't find a new DVD version. There aren't Blu-ray or 4K versions of the movie either. It's one of the reasons too that in my film review video, I don't actually have a lot of video clips from the movie because I don't actually own it myself. I've seen it, I've seen a bootleg copy of it, and that's how I remember the movie. So anything that is Dawn of the Dead related is gonna be something that is probably more affiliated with the mall itself than the actual movie. Case in point, the t-shirt that I bought, which is actually really cool, just says Monroeville Mall, and this is actually the mall's logo. The picture image are the old original lights that you would see throughout the mall, and they were so iconic that this actually became the logo for the mall. And then a variation of the quote that is given at the end of the movie, or towards the end of the movie, "When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the mall," which is, I thought it was kind of funny. The other two things that I got, which were not really that big, but I love movie posters, and I got a Night of the Living Dead, They Won't Stay Dead. This is the original poster that debuted when this movie dropped in theaters. Of course, it's not an original, it's just a print. And then also the Dawn of the Dead poster with the actual quote, not the one on the t-shirt, "When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth." So that's it for the tour. That's it for my trip to Pittsburgh. Stay tuned if you like this kind of thing. I'm going on another trip very soon, and I'm gonna have a bunch of videos from that one. It's one I'm really looking forward to. Please like this video if it's your thing. I seem to recall somebody was telling me that this museum actually used to be down in another location that closed during the pandemic, and then it actually moved into this mall, which I think is a really cool location. The mall is really busy, so they're probably getting a lot of business here. If this is your first time here, please hit subscribe if you like what's going on the channel. This is the kind of stuff I'm into, and if you're here, you're probably into it as well, and I'll keep giving you more of it if you like it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good week, and I'll see you on the next video.